Hello, welcome to What Really Happened, the series where I cover all your favorite video games and summarize them for you. I'm your host, K1D Comment, and this week I'm covering Telltales The Walking Dead, Season 1, Episode 6? Well, DLC basically. 400 Days. 400 Days was released July 2nd through the 10th, 2012. It dropped on multiple days for different platforms and regions, so yeah. The DLC is written as an anthology, meaning that you don't have to play each one in order to understand them, but you will see and experience events that links with the other stories. It follows our numerous casts, being Vince, Wyatt, Shell, Russell, and Bonnie, and their adventures within the first 400 days of the outbreak. With that being said, let's hop into the DLC. Run it!
Come here, everyone!
Watchdogs caught him trying to steal supplies.
Can't keep him here. We can't let him go.
The episode begins with a shot of a rest stop pre-outbreak, and immediately switches to the present day with walkers walking around. Next, a board is shown. This is the main hub for the episode. You can pick which storylines you want to play in whatever order. For me, I just went from left to right, starting off with Vince, Day 2. Vince's story kicks off, again pre-outbreak, where he catches a body.
Come on, I told you like 20 times. I don't even know your brother.
And like TK, he does a race, running past Lee's parents' pharmacy and dumping the weapon. Or at least I decided to dump the weapon. It doesn't matter since either way, he gets caught. So, like TK, he ain't beat the fucking case either. Vince's story is very similar to Lee's, given the fact that our first experience with them is after they killed somebody. For Vince, he's already been sentenced and is on his way to prison, along with 4 other prisoners being Larry and Danny. And the black ones don't matter for whatever reason, Juneteenth over with. So we're going to talk about Larry and Danny, the white ones. Larry is... oh, this nigga's name is Justin? The fuck I get Larry from? Anyways, Larry is a Bernie Madoff of the group, the trio. He went and stole millions of dollars from his investors. Danny was on his Karl Malone timing, since he was convicted of sleeping with a minor.
Seriously, I was falsely accused.
And returning to the black inmates, one gets yoked out.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Oh shit!
Oh man, what the hell is going on?
Mom. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Call for your mama.
And the other
What are you waiting for?
Do something.
Headshot.
gets one tapped. While that is happening, the outbreak truly gets started, with people getting snacked on. Such as the guard getting snacked on by the inmate that got yoked out.
Right here! We're safe inside the bus! Nothing's gonna... Holy shit! Jesus.
Adding another body to the board with the help of the other guard.
You need to call someone, you hear me? We need to...
Okay, not with the guards help. The trio comes up with a way to escape their situation. Most of them fail except for the last one, having to sacrifice a leg from one of them to escape, rendering that person to not have a foot. A decision to be made. For me, I'm gonna pass on the body. I'm John Stockton. If you didn't understand this bar, I got you. John Stockton is regarded as one of the greatest point guards in all time, in all of NBA. Also having claims to having the most assists by any player, having a basketball career spanning 19 seasons on the Utah Jazz. And you know who else was on the Utah Jazz that helped John with that feat? Karl Malone, who played with him for 18 seasons, given the fact that Karl entered the NBA 1 year after John. The two is considered one of the most iconic duos, thanks to their mastery of the pick and roll. I'm saying all of this to say that I'd save Danny's leg. And if you're wondering why I saved the future variant of Dr. Disrespect, it's quite simple. That nigga's a monster. He was shown to have questionable morals, but is also down to act, versus the other one who is cowardly, who is too cowardly for my taste. With this, the duo leaves, leaving Larry to his fate. With that, Vince's story comes to an end. Next up, Wyatt, Day 41. The story opens with another duo running away from another car. Turns out that the driver ended up killing one of the members from that group, adding another kill to the kill count. The gay couple is in the process of escaping. which they do successfully. I call them gay couples because the driver is giving massive bottom energy.
Hey, yo, what the
He gives
fuck?
off girlfriend who wants too much attention and won't stop talking for any amount of time, and also not paying attention to the road. That's just a pet peeve of mine. Pet peeve of mine. That's just a pet peeve of mine. While barely paying attention, they hit something / someone.
The guy peed on her dad.
Shit!
They ended up hitting the guard that ran away during Vince's storyline. This episode has a ton. What? Oh, this episode has a ton of neat tie-ins since it's like an anthology series, which I said earlier. The driver stops and wants to check on what they hit. Yeah, this nigga pissed me off. Talking about, let's go check to see what we hitting. Saying that if it was a human, he wants to give him a proper burial. Like, these niggas ain't getting hunted. Like, he didn't just kill somebody right before they started getting hunted. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna camp of leave the nigga, so when the driver was trying to get Wyatt to go, I shut it down, leaving him to go look for the body. Before leaving, the driver throws the keys to Wyatt, making him go look for them in the dark. Yeah, remember the people that was just chasing them? Well, them niggas pulled up like a Batman, and Wyatt manages to fight them off and just skirts off, leaving the driver by himself. With that, Wyatt's story comes to an end. Moving on to Shell. Day 236. Based on the wiki, so take what I say with a grain of salt for this little section. The story starts with a group holed up in a diner, having it as their base of operations, and having different jobs be done to keep the building safe. Another fun fact, we see the guard from the last story, again, this time as a chained up walker. I believe this is the last time seeing him. No, it's not. He's in the entire episodes. He's in most of the storylines, except for maybe the last one. After feeding the walkers, yeah, a long story. Shell. Oh shit, my bad. You shouldn't be playing around. After getting a jump scare, an emergency meeting is called since they captured a person trying to steal from them. Fun fact, Roman is actually voiced by Andrew, this last name. He has done a bunch of voice acting. Voices such as Grindel from The Wolf Among Us. He worked on Dead Space 1 and 2, Iron Man 2 the game, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Basically, he did a lot of background voices and stuff of that nature. But none of that matters with the problem that's at hand right now. The group is debating on whether letting the guy go or killing him. If some of these characters are looking familiar, that's because the group is the Make-A-Wish crew. It's explained in the season 1 of Telltale's The Walking Dead. Playlist in the description. Also episode 5 right here. But go click that description and watch all of them. They're amazing. Yeah, Vernon and some of them ended up just dying, making some of the survivors think that letting him go would do good for the group, since the last time they took advantage of someone, aka Ben, they stole the boat, while others want him dead due to...
How's he can't even speak English. This group works because we know how to communicate.
Yo, that was wild. Anyways, I decided just to let him go. Cutting to day 259, the game picks right back up. Yeah, a member got killed due to an attack, thanks to the dude that was released, so another one on the board? Another problem arises. Someone from the group tried to steal some supplies and leave, a friend of Shell. With this, Shell is forced to decide whether to kill the betrayer or try her luck and try to leave with her sister. I think she's her sister, could be her daughter, could just be like a Clem situation, but I think she's Shell's sister. Oh yeah, another tally on the board since I chose to kill Shorty, the traitor, the wannabe thief. With this, Shell's story comes to an end. Next up, Russell, day 184. His story starts with him trying to make it to his grandma's house. Red Riding Hood ass nigga. Anyways, he runs into the car that Wyatt and his boyfriend, fucked over. Long story short, he catches a ride with a man, and they arrive at the diner. Shell group was holed up in meeting gunfire. Also, we find the guard from Vince's story, yet again, as a walker. I decided to kill him. The duo breaks in and finds an old couple.
Walt! Oh!
Get the fuck out of here, you monsters!
Whoa, Gramps!
I told you not to come back here. Think you could just leave your mask at home? And now you're with this fucking spook.
First off, watch the fucking racism. This is my boy. Secondly, I don't fucking know you. We were just passing by like anyone else.
Bullshit! You came back to finish us off and take all our food!
You've lost your goddamn marble.
Yeah, I just decided to leave. I was going to try and save them, but Juneteenth wasn't that long ago, and I can't let that comment slide. Also, it explains why there was blood in a diner during Shell's story, which is actually false, since this takes place after Shell's story. Right? No, it takes place before, since this is day 184 for Russ's. Then how do we... Wait, then how do we kill him if he was... I'm lost. Wait, but he's in the 184, which is day 184. He then gets killed, but in 236, he's one of the guard. Yeah, they kind of messed up on that, I think. Yeah, I think they messed up with that. But whatever, let's push forward. And with that, Russell's story ends. Finally, the last story begins. Being Bonnie, day 220. Her story starts with her flirting with a married man. Bonnie is a former drug addict, also is a secondary character in season 2 of Telltale's The Walking Dead. It's gonna be coming out sometime later this year, maybe in November or October. The wife returns and notices that something is off. And by something, I mean damn near the nigga's pants. They start to return to their group, but is forced to run when Shell's group comes for them. Turns out that the wife had went and stole from them. I believe that this took place before Shell's story during the trip, or during the skip. Since this took place on day 220, so pre-Shell, since based on the wiki, again, I'm bringing up the wiki, the first part was on day 236, so yeah. Oh, also, if you didn't kill the guard in Russell's story, you will see Walker in Bonnie's, which then you kill him. This is kind of neat. The trio ends up in a cornfield where Bonnie is forced to protect herself.
Bonnie.
Dee? Oh, God, Dee, I'm so sorry. Oh, God.
What?
Yeah, Bonnie hit the fuck out of her. Before she could die, she basically called her a bitch and that she's nothing more than a junkie. She then dies and her husband finds her. I, of course, lie and say she was like that when she got there. And also that it ain't time for mourning. So the duo then leaves her dead ass in the field. With that, Bonnie's story comes to an end. After finishing all the stories, the person that read all of them contacts her group explaining that she found more survivors. Yeah, each picture had a story and the woman was out looking for more survivors for her group since they need people. She then tracks them down and tries to make a deal with them. Based on the decisions you made during the story, it dictates whether they go with the woman or not. And with that, Telltale's The Walking Dead 400 Days comes to an end. Also, having a body count of 15. Okay, Telltale's The Walking Dead 400 Days DLC is now in the books. In my honest opinion, it was okay. Like, just okay. Nothing mind-blowing or spectacular. It definitely feels like a filler game. You know, something to keep us over until the second season dropped. Now looking back on it from where we at now, you can see the cracks in the foundation, such as certain decisions not mattering, such as who to save when playing Vince, since we don't see nothing about him or the other character at all throughout the rest of the episode, or whether or not to hit D, because fun fact, if you don't hit her, it gives you a game over, since it's another character that finds her that's part of Shell's, and I think she gets shot. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. If you like what you saw, hit that like and subscribe. With that being said, the galaxy needs me. Farewell.
Hide in both face and mind, or free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise.